everyone, my name is Victoria. Welcome to my studio. Today we will talk about digital painting in Adobe Photoshop. We will be working on very easy and simple painting of this beautiful witch. And let's talk about the structure of our class today. If you will look at my layers panel, you will see that I have three layers. First layer is my simple background layer with white color on it. Second layer is a layer with all colors we will be using today, main colors we will be using today. And third, the last layer is outline sketch of our painting we will be working on today. You can download this Photoshop file from my Behance or from my Patreon. Download Photoshop file, open it in Photoshop, and you are ready to go. Now let's talk about brushes. If you will look at my brushes panel, you can see that I have this folder with Impressionist colors. Impressionist brushes. I will expand this folder and you will see that I have a lot of Impressionist brushes. You can download all those brushes for free if you have Creative Cloud account. Of course you do, because you are using Photoshop. Simply click on these three dots accordion menu, top left, top right corner of your brushes panel, just like that, and from here click on get more brushes. You will be redirected to Adobe website where you can download all those brushes for free. Today we will be using all brushes, not entire folder, not all brushes in this folder, some of those brushes from you can find in this folder. So simply click on download and voila, you are ready to go. So again, click on Impressionist folder and those brushes will be downloaded to your machine. I will be showing you each brush I will be using today. Feel free to use your own brushes from this folder. It's up to you. I'm just showing you the way. Let's start. As I mentioned, we have three layers. First of all, I will create a new layer right above my background layer. To do so, I will highlight a background layer, and at the bottom of my layers panel, I have plus icon. I will click on it, and voila, this is my first layer. You can rename this layer, you can leave it as it is. If you have trouble remembering each layer, I recommend you to name your layers, because usually in Photoshop, in my painting in Photoshop, and even in any Photoshop workflows, I have more than 20, 25, 30 folders. Sometimes with painting I have more than 1,000 layers, so it's difficult to keep track of each layer. So renaming layers will help life much easier. Painting in Photoshop life much easier. So guys, let's start. First of all, I will click on this eyedropper tool and I will click on this color. After that, I will switch to my paint basket tool and I will simply click on inside my new layer. So what did I do? I right away created this feeling of some Halloween mood, some foggy day. Next step is I will create a new empty layer. Simple, just like that. I will switch to my eyedropper tool, just like that, and I will pick this gray color. Before I will pick the brush, I will bring opacity of my layer just slightly, guys, just slightly, about 49 or 50, or between 45 and 50. You always can increase or decrease opacity of your layer at any time. Next step is I will click on this Cezanne 2 brush. If I will open my brush setting, you will see that I adjust nothing. So I'm happy with this default brush. What I will be working with, only I will bring size of my brush up and down, depend of what area I'm working on. Also, if you will look at the options panel, you will see that we have here opacity and flow of values. I will recommend you to start with brush opacity to about, let's do 45, and flow about 51. Those values will help to create very beautiful foggy effect. Now I will increase the size of my brush just like that, and I will add a few layers of fog. Look at this. How beautiful is it? Now, if for you it's not so obvious and you would like to bring more drama to your image, simply increase a value for this layer opacity. So I'm increasing opacity about 84%. And now I will apply a few brush strokes on this side, just like that. Beauty of impressionistic painting is that we don't have to blend our colors somewhere else. We can blend all colors directly in our document, in our canvas. Keep it in mind, and if you have some gaps, I'm naming those spaces between brush texture gaps. If you have any gap or gaps between your brush strokes or between your in the texture of your brush, don't worry about this. This is a perfect example how beautiful is impressionistic style of painting. Next step will be, I will click on my foreground color, and from a color picker window, I will pick light a blue color. Again, you can use any color you wish. So here I'm giving you freedom of expression. I will use bright, just like that, blue color. And using same size of my brush, just like that, I will add a few splashes of this beautiful light blue color, just like that. Next step will be, I will pick this light yellow color from color palette I provided you with. I will switch back to my brush tool, and I will make brush size a little bit smaller. I will paint this beautiful yellow color. This yellow color will help me to blend our fog, our all trees on a background with blend everything together. Look at this. I simply paint over my previous brush strokes. Again, guys, you always can bring a brush opacity value up and down. I will increase opacity value about 67, not more than 70, and I'm not touching flow value. And this will help me to add a few splashes of yellow color. Again, guys, look at this. You can use different parts of your canvas to add this yellow color to. Look at this. Now we have a little bit more drama. Next step will be, I will create a new empty layer above our current layer. I will increase opacity of my brush to 100%, and also I will increase flow to about 78%. I will make size of my brush slightly bigger, and I will add a few splashes of a yellow color, brighter yellow color, just like that. Now we have illusion of autumn trees with beautiful autumn colors, leaves somewhere on a distance, covered with morning fog. And this is what I love about Halloween painting. It's all about fog and all about dreamy and mystery mornings. It's all about fantasy. Next step will be, I will create a new empty layer why I'm creating new layers all the time? Because new layers in painting workflow gives me full control over each aspect in my painting. So I can adjust every single part of my painting later on. Also, before we will continue working on our painting, I would like to show you some tip. Select outline layer, our sketch layer, and bring opacity of this layer down, just like that. Now you can preview this outline layer, but it also not not in a way of your painting. I will select our new layer and I will use a bright yellow color. I will click on foreground color and I will use some this yellowish autumn color, just like that. Now I will bring opacity of my brush slightly down, about 74, and using this color with the same brush, guys, I'm not changing my brush. I will add just a little bit more grass to my painting, just like that. Now you can see that I have a lot of gaps between my brush strokes. I have a lot of empty space between my brush texture. Don't worry about this. This is the beauty of impressionistic painting. I'm repeating myself again. How I can fix it? I will switch to my eyedropper tool and I will pick this color from my color palette. After that, I will switch back to my brush. I will make the size of my brush smaller, and just like that, I will add a little bit more color to my grass, and I will paint mostly between gap in my brush texture to cover all those windows. Let's name those spots windows, just like that. I'll look at this. Next step will be to create a new empty layer. I create a new empty layer. I will switch to eyedropper tool and I will pick this brown color from my palette. After that, I will switch back to the brush tool and I will add a few brush strokes of this brown color, just like that. Again, guys, give your imagination some room of creating. Don't think about how perfect your brush stroke is. Your brush stroke is perfect. It's your imagination, it's your art. Next will be, I would like to add a little bit more color into my grass. I would like to bring a little bit more, a few splashes of different colors, completely different colors, bright colors. To do so, I will create a new empty layer. I will pick this beautiful brown color, maybe just something like that. Not brown, I'm sorry, green color, just like that. Yes. Let's see, maybe something like that. The most difficult part in my painting workflow to find my perfect color, because so many beautiful colors I can use. So let's use this bright color, and I will bring opacity of my brush to 65. And now what I will do, I will add just like that a few splashes, just one brush stroke, second brush stroke, and just like that. And now what I will do, I will create a new empty layer. Guys, don't be surprised of how many new layers I'm creating during my painting workflow. Again, I'm repeating myself, but this is very important to understand. Each layers assigned to separate part of my painting or separate color. This way let me to adjust every single aspect in my painting later on or right away. Now I will pick a bright yellow color, something like that. I'll look at this color and I will add a little bit more drama, a little bit more a contrast to my painting, just like that. While I'm working on this part of the painting, I would like to talk to you about what is this, your painting. Why every single painting is unique? Because it's your painting. Because your painting not supposed to look like mine or everybody's else. It's your painting. It's your imagination. It's your style. And because it's yours, it's already perfect. So guys, don't try to copy somebody's steps 200%. We are showing the way how we create our art, and we encourage you to create your own art, to bring your own personal touches to your art. Next step will be, I will create a new empty layer. I will pick this a color from my color palette, just like that. I will switch back to my brush panel. I will to my brush tool, I'm sorry. I will bring size of my brush down and maybe a little bit bigger, and I will add a few brush strokes, just like that. Some tree leaves, just like that. Same here. Look at this, guys, how beautiful it's already. And from the left bottom side on of our canvas, just like that. Look at this. How beautiful is it, guys? I will increase size of my brush. Yes, you don't need to be stuck with one size of your brush. Switch between different sizes. If you wish, you can switch between different brushes. Everything is up to you. And this is our grass. Look at this. What I will do now, guys, I will create a new empty layer below our grass layer, just like that. I will create a new empty layer. I will switch to bright blue color, brighter than we used before, and I will add a little bit more drama to this part of the canvas. Look at this. How beautiful is it? I love it. I love painting in Photoshop, but you know that already. And I love Halloween. So today's class, today's painting is one of my favorites. So that's why I'm so excited. And I will add drama a little bit to this part of the canvas. Now I will create a new empty layer above our current layer, and I will add a few brush strokes with this color from my palette to this part of the canvas, just like that. On this step of the painting, you can bring all colors we used on left side of our canvas. If you don't remember which color you used, simply switch to eyedropper tool and pick a color from your painting. Switch back to brush tool and voila. So you don't have to remember colors you used. Simply switch to eyedropper tool, pick color you used, switch back to your brush tool, and you are ready to go, just like that. And again, guys, let's talk about our brushes and pressure sensitivity. I use tablet. I use a Wacom tablet. I use Wacom tablet so many years. I love this tablet. If you are serious about painting or any digital art, I recommend you to save money and buy any tablet you can afford. Tablet has a pen. Pen has pressure sensitivity. Pressure sensitivity is a must to have when you work on painting, on digital painting. Just like that. what I will do now, I will create a new layer. This layer will be on top of all layers, our all painting layers, but below our colors layer. So I will create a new empty layer. I will switch to eyedropper tool, and I will pick this bright color from our palette. I will switch back to my layers, to my brush, I'm sorry. I will bring size of my brush down, and I will paint. Also, I will increase opacity and flow of my brush to 100% each. And I will paint this road just like that. Look at this. How beautiful is it? Just like that. It's our autumn morning with beautiful colors, beautiful fog, and mystery. Just like that. Now what I will do, I will switch to brighter brown color. I will switch to eyedropper tool. I will click on this color. I will switch back to my brush tool. I will make my brush size larger. I will bring opacity of my brush down to 52, and I will add a few brush strokes from here, just like that. Look at this, just like that. Nothing is too complicated, guys. Now, if I will turn off visibility of our outline layer, you will see that we already have a beautiful autumn forest. What I don't like about this current stage, this part of my painting, like we have sharp edge between the road and the grass. In real life, it doesn't work in this way. We will fix it. I will create a new empty layer on top of my road layer. I will switch to any color. I will switch to eyedropper tool, and I will pick color from this side of our painting. I will switch back to my brush tool. I will make brush size smaller, and I will add a few brush strokes, just like that. Look at this. Now we have more natural looking road, just like that, and same on this way side, just like that. Also, you can pick color from the road and drag this road inside. To do so, you will need to switch to bring size of your brush down, just like that. Look at this, just like that. Just blending some parts of the road with our grass. Look at this push road inside the grass, just like that. Look at this. I love it. Look at this. Same on this side of the painting, just like that. Why I'm not bringing opacity of my brush to 100%? Because I want to blend colors together, not dominate road color with our grass color, just like that. And now we have perfect scenery, just like that. Let's bring back visibility of our outline layer. Now what we will do, the last step, one of the last steps in our painting will be this witch. She is the most important part in our painting. She is the main subject, so we would like to bring attention of our viewer to this character. This character tells the story. So guys, let's tell the story using Photoshop brush. I will create a new empty layer on top of all our previous layers. But before that, I would like to show you one trick. I will click on top a layer, our painting layer, and holding Shift key, I will click on the first our painting layer. After that, at the bottom of my layers panel, I have, and you have, this beautiful button, create a new group. I will click on it, and just like that. Now, in this group we have our landscape painting. We will rename it to landscape, just like that. And now, if after we will save excuse me, after we will save this document as Photoshop file, and we will open this file in 2 years, 3 years, 1 month, 1 day after today, we will be able to adjust every single layer in our layers panel, and all layers are organized, and this is super helpful. So now we have a landscape folder, and on top of it we have a new layer, our first witch layer. If you will look at my colors palette, at the bottom, the last set is all colors I assigned to our witch, but I will be bringing a few splashes of different colors, depends of my mood, depends of what I see. Same applies to you. Use colors if you wish I provide you with, and don't forget to use your own colors. Bring your imagination to life, your imagination. So I will bring size of my brush down just like that. I will switch to eyedropper tool, and I will pick this color, and I will switch back to my brush color. And now maybe I will increase size of my brush, yes, and I will paint over my witch just like that. Also, I will bring opacity and flow of my brush up to 100%, and just like that. Again, guys, don't forget to bring a size of your brush up and down, depend of the areas you are working on. Close to the outline edges, bringing a size of my brush down, it's easier for me, and just like that. If you will ask me, Victoria, why are you not selecting this witch and don't fill entire selection with some specific color? Guys, because I'm creating story, I work on painting, and because I work on painting, I want to showcase every single brushstroke in my painting. I treat my digital painting in the same way I treat my traditional painting. And again, because we are working with impressionistic style of painting, I prefer to show every single brushstroke. Yes, I use method I described just a few seconds ago, and again, everything depends of the image we are working on. Everything depends of the style of the painting we are working on. And you notice that I'm increasing size of my brush up and scaling size of my brush down all the time. So don't stick to one size. Just like that. And because I use a pen, I have pressure sensitivity. If I will press hard on my canvas, I will have more bold brush stroke. If I will touch slightly surface on my canvas, I apply more elegant brush stroke. So that's why I encourage you, if you are serious about digital painting, invest in any tablet you can afford. Now I will switch to my eyedropper tool, and I will pick darkest color in my painting, and I will in my brush palette, and I will switch back to brush tool, and I will add a few brush strokes of this dark color. Why I didn't create a new layer for this step? Because I would like to show you how you can blend multiple colors together. I will increase size of my brush just like that, and I will add a few brush strokes of this dark color just like that. Look at this. How beautiful is it? Now we can see that our witch wears dark dress. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. just like that. Look at this. Now I will click on foreground color and I will pick dark blue color. Again, you can pick any color you like. I will bring size of my brush down and I will add a few brush strokes of this blue color, just like that. I will bring size of my brush down and I will add a little bit more blue color to this part of the painting, just like that. Look at this, how beautiful is it? And again, don't afraid increasing or decreasing size of your brush periodically. This will help you to make your painting work on your painting more enjoyable, just like that. And now I will switch to black color excuse me, and I will add a few more brush strokes with a darkest color in the painting, just like that. Don't afraid of layers. Don't afraid to apply multiple layers of multiple colors. It's like each layer creates a value, and value is very important in any painting, just like that. Now guys, I would like to show you how to blend all colors together. First of all, I will bring opacity of my brush down to 19. After that, I will switch to eyedropper tool. I will pick this blue color. I will bring size of my brush down and I will paint over black area. Same I will do with black area. I will switch to my eyedropper tool. I will pick this darker color and I will move it to close to the blue area. And I will do this same step over and over. And this will help me to blend all colors in a way I like, just like that. Now I will switch to brighter blue color, just like that. I'm not changing opacity of my brush. Opacity of my brush remains 23, but I will increase the size of my brush. I will turn off visibility of my outline layer for better preview, and I will add a few brush strokes at the bottom of her dress. This step will help me to blend her dress with this beautiful landscape, just like that. Look at this. And again guys, don't afraid to bring size of your brush up and down. If you will need, you can increase opacity of your brush to bigger value, and voila, just like that. Look at this. We blended dress of our witch with surrounding. Now I will increase size of my brush. I will bring opacity of my brush down to 12%, and I will add a little bit more this blue color to the road around my witch, just like that. So it's kind of blending everything together, help us to understand the story, and also kind of projecting a shadow from the dress of our witch. Now what I will do, I will bring back visibility of our top layer. I will switch to black color, just like that. You know, I'm not picking a color. If you will look closely, I'm not picking color directly on a under the white color. I'm picking darker blue color, just like that. I will bring size of my brush down, and I increase opacity of my brush to 100%, and I will paint over head outline, just like that. And I will be switching size of my brush up and down all the time. just like that. And I don't worry if I missed any spot in here, because I will fill those missed gaps, spots with different colors. Now I will switch to blue color, just like that, and I will add a little bit more blue color to this side of her head, just like that. Same in this. On this part of her head, I will switch to brighter blue color, and I will add splash of this bright color to her head, just like that. Look at this. Now what I will do, I will create a new empty layer, and using same color I used just right now, but I will bring opacity of my brush down, and now I will paint over my witch hair, just like that, just to separate, just to show slightly separation between a witch hair and her dress, just like that. Look at this. Now I will create a new empty layer. I will use darker blue color, just like that, and I will add a few brush strokes here. Again, I'm separating from her hair from her dress, just like that. Just like that. Nothing too complicated, guys. Don't worry. You always can delete this layer. You always can adjust this layer at any time. Just like that. Let me turn off visibility of our layer, outline layer. And look at this. Believe or not, guys, we are done. If you want, you can bring a little bit more effect to this painting. You can bring a little bit more details to your painting. To do so, I will expand a landscape folder. I will select the top layer in this folder. I will create a new empty layer. I will pick this bright color from our landscape, and I will increase size of my brush. Now I will add a few brush stroke behind my witch, just like that. Look at this. Again, I will pick another color from the same landscape layer, and I will add a little bit more effect, a little bit more details to my painting. Look at this. Voila, guys, how beautiful is it? Now, one last step. I will select top layer in our witch painting, and I will create a new empty layer. I will switch color of my brush to white, just like that. Between, you know what, I will use a blue color, lighter shade in blue color, just like that. I will make size of my brush smaller. I will bring opacity of my brush down to 38, not more than 40, and I will add a few brush strokes, just like that. Just like that. Not too much. And I will increase opacity of my brush to 275. I will bring size of my brush down, and I will add a few brush strokes around her head. Remember, guys, where we have shadows, we always have highlights. Remember that. I will increase size of my brush, and just like that, and I will add, just like that, a few brush strokes around here. And now, guys, we are telling the story. And now we have beautiful dress, beautiful witch. She walks in a morning forest, somewhere in a fog. How beautiful is it? One last step. I will select the top layer in our landscape folder. I will create a new empty layer, and I will add I will increase size of my brush and I will add a few splashes of this bright color, just like that. Look at this, just like that, guys. Those brush strokes helps to create more 3D dimensional view. Look at this. And again, don't forget to switch between bigger and smaller size of your brush. If you made mistake, simply undo it, like I did just right now. And a little bit more blue color, just like that. Bright blue color. I will bring size of my brush down and I will add a few brush strokes around here. And maybe around here as well. Guys, look at this. Let me turn off visibility of our color palette and look at this. How easy is it? The last step to keep our layers organized, I will select all layers in our witch painting. I will create a new folder and I will name it our main character, just like that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So guys, this is all what I wanted to share with you today. I hope you will paint this beautiful painting and you will share your art with me on my social media. I really, guys, cannot wait to see what you will create. If you want to see some specific tutorial, just let me know. I'm here to help. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for all your support. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.